Okay, hello everyone. Hope you're having a great day wherever you are, or you've already had a great day. Maybe it's the evening and nighttime where you are. I don't know. It's the daytime where I am. But I hope that you're having a good time. And I wanted to do a quick video. When I first installed NuTyX, if you watched previous videos, you might recall that I ended up settling on the XFCE4 panel. And one of the reasons for that was I had an issue with the Tint2 panel. And that issue has now been resolved. I don't know why I didn't think of it earlier. So what we're going to do, I'm going to go over what I did. But before we do that, I also want to show that not only have I started using the Tint2 panel, I've also, if you're familiar with Mio Linux, I have a panel switcher, and I have that now on my NuTyX installation. So I can go to fashion mode if I want, and that is the XFCE4 panel, which I have completely reconfigured, or a efficient mode, which is the Tint2 panel. So that's kind of neat. Whee! Changing those panels around. If you're ever bored, hey, just change your panel around. It's fun. So what was the issue that I had with the Tint2? Well, first of all, when I first started using it, there was no Tint2 Settings application. And that meant I would have to basically edit configuration files manually, and I didn't want to do that. Now I have several Tint2 conf files, and I want to take this opportunity to thank Terry Bow, who took it upon himself to ask the developer to include the Tint2 Settings application, and I want to thank Terry for including it. We now have the Tint2 Settings application, so that makes things a lot easier. And this is one of my personal Tint2 configurations, one that's made to look somewhat similar to a KDE plasma panel. But what was the situation? What was it that just truly stopped me from using the Tint2 panel? Well, it was the fact that there was no G-simple-cal. I didn't have a calendar. When I looked in the repositories, there was GNOME calendar, and I didn't really want to use that. It's a nice calendar, big, lots of things you can do with it, but I just wanted a simple calendar. And I did consider, well, I could maybe install it, compile it, whatever, and use G-simple-cal that way for my calendar. And then it dawned on me, because sometimes, as I'm often very quick to say, I'm an idiot. And even though in Mio Linux, all the applications that I include, that I've made, are done with YAD, it didn't occur to me I could do a calendar with YAD. So that's what I did. And here we'll see. Here's my YAD calendar. Now I've done that size on purpose, and that's what I like. I like it a little bigger. So let me show you basically what I've done. You have to have YAD installed. That is in the repositories. Let me open up the Tint2 settings. Here is my Breeze Dark. That's the one I'm using right now. I also have my the one that looks similar to the deepen panel. But let me just show you what I did. Now, if you're not familiar with YAD, you can do a lot of things with YAD, and I'll show that to you in just a moment. So let's open this up, and I'll show you what you need to do in case anyone else may have run into this situation. Here where it says clock, we'll go to clock, and the left click command, there's the command. And it's a long one, okay? And the right click command, that's what I use to close the calendar, is just kill all YAD. Let me show that to you again. I'm going to left click on it. That opens the calendar. Right click on it, and that closes it. Okay? So let me show you that command where it's actually easier to see. And here we have it. This calls up the calendar, YAD calendar. Okay? Let me show you that real quick, just so you'll see. If you just type YAD calendar in your run command or the terminal, here's what you'll see. A very basic, teeny tiny, that's basically what you normally would see when you pull up a calendar. So I changed the width to 400. If you remember, mine was a lot wider. No buttons. That does away with the 2 buttons that were on the bottom. Let me go ahead and pull that up again. I'm sorry, I should have left it open. Alright, here it says no buttons. That'll do away with these 2 buttons on the bottom. Okay, window icon, I have it set as deepin-calendar. Now it's not doing it on this one. What that does, it'll change this little icon right here to an actual little calendar icon. However, I have undecorated right here, so that does away with all of the close buttons and the title bar. So what else do we have? I changed the title to calendar. That's what shows up if you had a title bar. It would be right here in the center. It would say calendar. Otherwise it just says YAD. Okay, and this item right here, mouse, all that does, it makes the window appear where the mouse is. Alright, skip taskbar, that keeps it from showing up in the taskbar down here in your panel. And as I just mentioned, undecorated does away with the title bar. Excuse me. Let me show you what it would look like if I had the, pull this down, if I had the title bar. YAD calendar, window icon equals deepen calendar. Alright, I think that should do it. And there we go. I didn't change the title. It would still say YAD, as you see right there. So that's basically what I did. It completely slipped my mind that I can make a calendar with YAD. So maybe that'll help someone else. I hope it does. I'm no expert by any means, but what I will do, I will leave this this command. Now remember, you'll enter that command in the Tint2 Settings On the clock, you'll enter that command on the left click, or you can put it on the right click, and in the opposite click, whether left or right, you'll want to put kill all YAD. Otherwise, that calendar won't close. Now there are other options you can use, like a timeout. You can put a timeout in there for like 5, 10, however many seconds you want that calendar to show. Otherwise, if you don't, and you click that again, now I have 2 calendars. You can't see that. Otherwise, you won't be able to close the calendar. So that's what I've done. I have my calendar now, and I can change to my super duper dock-like XFCE4 panel, whichever one I want to use. And just like in Mio Linux, it will overwrite the auto start file, so that whichever one you're using, that's the one it's going to boot up with the next time you reboot or log out or log back in. So hopefully that helped a few people. I don't know, but I hope you guys have a great day, and thanks for watching. Talk to you later.